Welcome to the Geek Abides Movie Review League. My name is Rob Bertrand, and today we are going to be reviewing X-Men Apocalypse. Joining me today is Katie. How you doing, Katie?
Howdy. I'm very well.
Also joining us is Corey. Corey, say hello.
Hey.
And on the end, the man, the anchor, we've got Bear Dane.
You know it.
All right, geeks, listen up. There's going to be spoilers. We're going to have no holds barred reviews here today. So if you haven't seen this movie,
then you.
Yeah.
All right, so let's sum up this movie, right? So we've got a sequel to the rebooted timeline of Days of Futures Past. And this time we've got some blue Smurfy looking dude, Apocalypse, who was somehow buried under a pyramid. And he wakes up modern day to realize that human beings are lazy, they're pieces of shit, they're good for nothing, weak beings. And so Apocalypse is like, fuck that noise, we're gonna wipe the slate clean, I'm gonna build my 4 horsemen, and we're gonna just take over the world.
He always had 4 followers.
Like the 4 horsemen.
Eric, don't join them.
Katie, what are your thoughts on X-Men Apocalypse?
It was good for like a good entertainment for a Friday night. Didn't have a whole lot of depth to it. I mean, the script itself was just not very good at all.
Corey, do you agree? Do you think the script
Yeah,
is lacking?
I think the script's lacking substance. I think it's a good popcorn action flick if that's what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of depth. But overall, I felt like I was with it half of the time and then totally not with it the other half, going, what the heck? Why did they make that decision? Or why did they choose that? Oh, I like that. Or wait, why? So I was doing that a lot most of the movie.
Good surface entertainment.
Yeah.
Bear, what do you think?
Well, the bottom line is, once again, here we are in X-Men, and we're doing a time flip. We're going back and forth, back and forth. Nobody knows what time we're in anymore. Nobody has any clue anymore what the hell's going on. So, yet again, we just have another X-Men movie with some famous people in it. They're sitting there blowing some shit up because the Earth is once again...
It's got to be saved.
in a disaster.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
So once again, X-Men brought us an entertaining movie, I thought, but again, as you guys have already stated, lacks substance. And if you're a true geek, you're going to find some problems with this one.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
honestly, guys, I went in with no expectations. Like, I saw the trailers, it didn't really excite me. I was like, what else are we going to do? Let's go see this movie. But I was actually pleasantly surprised. I thought it was actually pretty good. There were some slow moments, but I actually didn't get bored at all. I thought it was really exciting. I thought the acting was subpar. I think Jennifer Lawrence really kind of phoned in her performance. She just didn't knock my socks off.
Yeah.
But I thought Fassbender and McAvoy did a fantastic
They always
job.
do a famous.
Oh, yeah.
That's something
good.
you can rely on with those two guys.
What do you guys think of the new Cyclops, the new Jean Grey?
I think they did a pretty good job for, script-wise, what they were given. You got Sansa Stark playing Jean Grey, and she's a great little actress. Like, she does really, really well. I think I was nice to see their little bit of, like, how they started out in their relationship in the beginning, because I feel like some of that was a little bit skipped over in previous movies.
Like when they first met and Scott has no idea he's talking to this really cute girl, and he all disses her, and then later he finds out, oh crap.
Oh, that's what I was talking
She
about.
is money.
Yeah.
What about Nightcrawler? I thought Nightcrawler was super cool. He was really cool in X-Men 2, X-Men United, but I really, really dug his character in this film. I liked the younger take, the more fresh take on the character.
I think it came out of left field, and I think it was like an unsuspecting character that everyone liked. They're like, oh shit, I want more of him. Awesome.
One thing I didn't like was how they introduced him in
Yeah.
this X-Men fighting pit ring.
Fighting
What
cage.
the hell is going on there?
Yeah.
Mutant.
And
then-
he was in a locked chest with it was electrified and all this other stuff.
Yeah, it was straight out of left field. Like there's some underground mutant fighting ring, and they're being
yeah.
forced to fight. And then all of a sudden, Mystique shows up to save the day. It's like, what the hell is up with that?
I actually thought that was kind of cool, but That's just me.
As far as the cage fighting scene, the setup was awesome.
Yeah.
With Angel and everything in
Yeah.
there, that was so cool. But again, going back to Nightcrawler, I think he stole the show. Cody McPhee, the guy that played Nightcrawler, I thought did a hell of a job on that. He brought a new life to the character that we wanted to see again from X-Men 2. Again, Nightcrawler in X-Men 2 was a blip on the screen. He really was that one guy, as you say, that I wanted more of.
Yeah.
And we finally got a little bit of that with his Michael Jackson wearing, what he almost. The only thing I thought that was missing from that was one glove. That's all we needed.
That would have been super cool.
That would have been
Yeah.
rad.
I disagree with you, Bear. I don't think he stole the show. I think Quicksilver literally stole the show.
Oh.
Quicksilver.
That's true.
No, you did not.
I thought,
I liked it.
honestly, I think
No.
the scene where the kid brings to the role.
No.
What's your beef with Quicksilver?
He had a cool scene in Days of Future Past, and everybody freaked out about it. Because it was a great scene. But in this movie, they way overdid his whole scene. And I personally, I don't know, there was something about it that I couldn't get into. With that sweet dreams are made of these. I thought the use of graphics and stuff was cool, like that they could do all that, but I felt like it was so over the top, and they're just trying to like, how can we outdo the first scene that he was in that people loved so much, and then the whole thing that could have saved Magneto from killing everybody is him going, hey, I'm your son, you've got something to live for.
Magneto, he's my father.
What?
Him and my mom, they did.
No, I know.
And he doesn't even do that, even at the end. And I don't know. I
was a bit let down that they didn't pull the trigger on that too.
Yeah.
It almost felt like they were saving that for another movie.
Yeah.
They probably are, but when I see him on screen, his presence, like when you say subpar, that's how I feel about him. And maybe that's harsh, but that's how I feel.
Well, you're wrong. I dug it. He's fucking awesome.
All right.
Quicksilver is the fucking man, and you're wrong.
All right. Okay. What?
All right. So let's move on. What about Storm, played by Alexandra Shipp? I thought it was pretty awesome to see a younger Storm with the mohawk. I think she way outclassed Halle Berry in the other X-Men.
Oh, I agree.
She was a way better Storm.
She definitely had more depth to her. You could totally tell about that in 80s like 80s Storm with the mohawk, always been my favorite. So it was like, that was super awesome to see. I wish they would have given her a little bit more, but it was, way
Speaking of
better
giving
than
a little
Halle
bit more, what the fuck is up with Psylocke? Like, they cast
Olivia Munn. Yeah.
Yeah.
They cast this geek queen, Olivia Munn.
And give her 4
Who's
lines.
really
in the
a good
whole-
actress. Good actress too.
I haven't seen her in a lot of stuff, but I love Olivia Munn. Like, I was super stoked to see
funny in
her.
interviews, too.
And then they literally give her, like you said, 4 lines, and all the rest is just her standing in the background.
Yeah, she's eye
in
candy at
skimpy
that point.
clothing.
Yeah, she was
that's-
just eye candy in the movie.
No.
No lines.
So what do you think? What could the future be for Psylocke? Because she was one of the characters that did not die. They gave her a nice little hero shot at the end, mean mugging the X-Men before she walked away. Could we see more of Psylocke, or will this be the end of Olivia Munn's career?
No, we'll see more of her in the next movie. Obviously, people want more money. They want more sex appeal. They want more all of these things that we're so used to in the comic book world. It's transitioning to the screen. They need those super sexy people, and Olivia Munn's one of them. Name another person better to play her than Olivia Munn. I mean,
Well,
now.
I would if I could, but
Right.
I don't even know what. She never had dialogue.
Right.
She never said anything.
So she was basically just standing around.
Yeah, she was just eye candy. That was
She's
literally the only
animated.
anybody could have played that role
Yeah.
at this point.
Katie.
She'll have they did that for, it's gonna be for promotion. That's gonna be like the newest cosplay, even though she had no lines.
Oh yeah, you're gonna see
yeah.
Psylocke.
Ton.
She's gonna be running around all over Comic Cons everywhere.
It's-
I'm like, I wonder how many
It's like-
Psylocke's I'm gonna see at Halloween this year.
Oh,
It's like a promotion in itself just for that. So they're getting their little hook in with the cosplay department. But like, I would have liked her to be, a stand-up fucking character that's like, hey, she's fucking awesome, and her outfit's red. Okay, cool.
What
Not
about her
just-
fight with Beast? What do you think of that?
That was an interesting fight, but at the same time, Beast. It seems to me that Beast could have done a lot different things with his strength and his agility than what he was currently using at that time. It was like he just kind of got steamrolled and just was like, I'll just lay here for a minute, and then I might come back in later when the fight needs me.
I honestly felt like all the fights in this movie were very lazy.
Yeah,
weren't
yeah,
staged very well.
very lazy. Choreography is
and you
not
look
there
at-
at all.
You look at like Captain America Civil War, and those fight scenes,
Very choreographed and well staged.
and they were so exciting, and these were just kind of ho-hum. I mean, they progressed the story, but they did not really bring the thunder.
They relied way too much on CGI. That's why it felt lazy.
Oh my god, don't even get me started on the CGI.
Yeah.
Some of the scenes are fucking terrible. Yeah. And some of them look fantastic.
Yeah.
And then you cut to another scene and it's like
the shipyard.
It's like they forgot.
It's like they
forgot
finish it.
about that one. They're like, oh fuck, we have to put that in. Shit, okay, put it in. And then that's what it felt like.
It was unnecessary too, sometimes.
Like the very end when they're rebuilding the X-Mansion and they got this shot of Magneto and he's like building stuff and it just looks awful.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Alright, let's talk about the big bad. Apocalypse.
Together, we will cleanse the earth.
Everything they've built will fall! And from the ashes of their world, we'll build a better one! I've never felt power like this before.
Oscar Isaacs, fantastic actor.
Yeah, just
loved him in
coming off
Ex
Star
Machina.
Wars.
Obviously, he's a badass in Star Wars Episode 7 as Poe Dameron.
Yep.
What do you think of Apocalypse, Bear?
No, as far as Oscar Isaac is concerned, again, great actor. You hit it right on the head with Poe Dameron, him playing that. But again, I think that we needed more of an epic villain here. That the character development for this villain was very, very limited. They gave a backstory, then they said, "Fuck it, we're just done. We're not going to talk about it anymore. We're not going to talk about what happens after this. Let's just go ahead and move forward with it." So Oscar Isaac as Apocalypse, great pick, but I also think they could have changed it and went with Ralph Fiennes, the Lord Voldemort, for that epic Shakespearean role. He could have really brought the thunder on that role, in my opinion.
Katie, what do you think?
Yeah. It wouldn't have been my first choice. He's a great actor, but it wasn't like the big bad. You weren't super fearful or anything, and it just kind of felt like meh. I mean, he did great with what he, I guess, worked with. But yeah, I think Ray Fiennes would have been a better choice, more of a darker, scary rather than like.
Corey, what do you think?
I think that Oscar Isaac was fine as Apocalypse. My biggest thing is more touching on what you said, Bear, which is that it was an underdeveloped story, and because I didn't understand his intentions for wanting to gain control to everybody's minds, that it just didn't sell me on him being the bad guy, because I just didn't understand where he was coming from, and it was, again, just a stupid bad villain for the sake of having a stupid bad villain, and there's no substance there, which makes whatever the protagonists are trying to battle against like worthless, because it's like, well, I just can't really get into this. I don't know how to explain that. Sure. Like Magneto, I think, well, and another thing is Michael Fassbender's a really good actor, so he makes you feel the emotion of why he's going after what it is.
Yeah,
the cause.
Yeah,
you
right.
believe in his cause. This, I think that's it. The cause that he's going after in this, you don't believe in it because you can't understand where he's coming from, because
It's
they
hard to
don't set
relate
it
to.
up.
Yeah, he's very
So
unbelievable.
with that said, Oscar Isaac as an actor, I think he did a good job. I just think, again, bad script writing, underdeveloped plotline.
Yep.
You're all wrong. You are all wrong. Oscar Isaac's an amazing actor. He did really well as Apocalypse, and here's why. Okay? You don't cast an amazing actor and put him under 10 fucking pounds of makeup. It's hard to act.
Oh, and the
that.
prosthetics, yeah.
The design, the
Yeah.
character design
Clunky.
is such garbage.
Yeah.
If you didn't know that was Oscar Isaacs, you wouldn't know, period, who
No,
that was.
no.
It could have been anybody. We could have put, it doesn't matter who it was, some no-name actor from a community theater.
You're absolutely right. I
When
agree
I first saw the trailer, I'm like, oh my god, this is going to be garbage. Like,
Yeah.
it's terrible. And then I saw the movie, and after a little while, it grew on me, and I saw what Oscar Isaacs did with the character, and I'm like, yeah, okay. And then he was actually pretty terrifying. I mean, his abilities and what he was trying to do, I thought that was pretty scary. And the fact that this X-Men movie had the largest scope of any of the movies, there was a lot of fucking death in this movie, right?
Yeah.
And my only critique of Oscar Isaacs is he's trying to act through 10 pounds of makeup.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
impossible.
And with a crummy script.
If you hire an
I was
actor,
gonna
That's
say
the
with a
biggest
crummy
one.
script.
It's the
if you
crummy
hire an actor of that caliber, let him fucking act.
Yeah.
Don't hide him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you've been busy.
We had a little help.
Bear, what'd you think of the Wolverine cameo?
Wolverine cameo was solid. I love the 80s hairdo that he had, the little mullet that barely anybody saw. You know, it was only like a silhouette of his mullet. But at the same time, I think that really establishes what Wolverine is to become later, and why Colonel Stryker at this point is such a dick to him, and why this all happens, and this is the beginning of, again, another origin story. Here we go, of why Weapon X is there and why this is all happening. But they left it completely open to interpretation at that point.
Yeah.
But I still love the Wolverine. You can never go wrong with Wolverine.
This is the first time we ever saw Wolverine in the actual Weapon X costume.
Yeah.
What do you think of that, Corey?
I thought it was great, and I liked how brutal he was. And I'm like, did they do a reshoot on that, or what happened? Because there's like blood going against the wall, and I was just kind of like, what? This is insane. Like, he was very malicious, and I'm excited to see where his story could go from here on out, because the last two Wolverine movies were awful. And
Do
was
you
it 3?
think that this is the best Wolverine Berserker mode ever put on film?
I think it's up there. I definitely enjoyed his scene, and another thing is I got excited thinking, oh, is he gonna be a part of this movie? And they left him out on purpose, and then he wasn't, and I was sad. So I think they did something right, if that's how I felt after he left the scene.
Katie, what do you think?
I thought it was good. I really liked that he went all berserk, because it shows that he's kind of an animal. It's kind of scary. And then the little like snippet of Jean and Cyclops and stuff.
Like how Jean calms him.
Oh yeah, because of their whole romance and
Even
the
at their ages are
triangle.
really different now. They still have that
triangle and that
she
feud
can still
going on.
calm the
Yeah.
beast.
Exactly.
I really liked Wolverine showing up here, although I was a little bit pissed off because the ending of Days of Future Past,
It was the blue Mystique.
you see Mystique hidden as Stryker. She has a little flashy yellow eyes, and they completely dropped the ball on explaining what the fuck happened with that.
Yeah.
Other than that, I thought it was cool to see Wolverine go a little crazy, shed some blood, and I think it's a really nice setup for Old Man Logan that's coming soon in the last Wolverine film.
Did any of you guys stay for the ending at the end of the credits?
I stayed for the first part of the ending. I didn't know there was a far ending.
They did a snippet at the end, like at the very end of Weapon X. Speaking of violence,
they teased the Essex Corporation and potentially setting up Mr. Sinister for a sequel. I thought that was pretty sweet.
Cool.
All right, so let's close this out. All right, let's do our final thoughts. Bear, final thoughts.
Love the movie. You know, it was a solid flick, a good entertainment, a nice introduction for maybe a teenager, 16, 17 years old, that's maybe not into X-Men yet. It's a great introduction for the 1980s and the origin stories, but if you're a geek and you've known this story...
What would you rate this film?
I'd give it a spare at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe, I'll wait till it hits Netflix or a rental. That's what I would do with this one.
Yeah.
Corey?
I definitely found myself being entertained by it. I thought overall it was fun, it had action, but it was lacking in plot and substance, which are really what draw me into movies. The only reason I actually went to the movies so I could do this review. And I guess it is fun to see the explosions, but also at the same time they're becoming very mind-numbing, and I hope that they can do something to change that. So I guess overall I'd give it a spare. I would probably tell people, wait for it to come out on DVD. This isn't something you want to waste your money on in theaters unless you want that spectacle. If you're into that, then this is totally your thing.
Okay, Katie.
I actually saw it in 3D. And
we didn't even broach
I didn't even think about 3D.
What'd you think of the 3D?
It was good in 3D. And with like Magneto and having all this stuff come in, it was really entertaining. So it was good entertainment. Definitely lacked depth. If you are a geek, you are going to get kind of pissed off because of all that is. That's just how it works. But I mean, it was entertaining. Definitely, Yes, I agree with it being more towards the younger generation to hook them in, all the flashy stuff going
What would you
on,
rate
bright
it?
colors. I rated a spare. It was good entertainment, but yeah, it lacked depth for me. So.
Okay, I don't disagree with any of you. I rate this a spare, although I did have fun with the movie more than I expected. I would suggest you go see it maybe at a matinee, maybe go see it at one of the
$3
second run
theaters.
theaters
Yeah.
when you get the chance. It's not a rush out immediately to go see, but if you enjoy the rest of the X-Men movies, you're really going to enjoy this one. And so with that, I would give it a spare. Hey, thanks for watching the Geek Abides Movie Review League. Watch us on YouTube. You can like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And as always, the Geek Abides.